Buying products from wholesalers and distributors to sell on Amazon can be one of the most effective ways to grow and scale your business. What's up everyone, my name's Garrett. I'm a full-time Amazon seller, and in today's video, I'm gonna be going over the different types of ways that people like myself purchase wholesale products at a discount in large bulk volume to then sell on Amazon for a profit. So I kind of want to share with you, there's about 3 different ways of how wholesale suppliers work, and I want to go over them in this video, the pros, the cons, the benefits to each and every avenue that we're going to explore today with wholesale. So let's hop on into my laptop and break down these different ways you can start purchasing wholesale products to sell on Amazon. Alrighty guys, so we're here in my computer. We're gonna break down the 3 different ways that you can start buying products and just how each avenue works. So the first one we have on the list is going to be brand direct. Now brand direct is when we're reaching out to brands, specifically like let's say we reached out directly to Folgers, right? This would be a very hard brand to get an account with, but just using it as an example because it's right here. So let's say we reached out to Folgers and opened up a wholesale account with them directly, right? And we purchase products directly from Folgers, right? We only have access to Folgers branded products, so on and so forth. So that is what brand direct means. We're going directly to the brand and trying to set up a wholesale account. So now some of the pros of going brand direct is the potential of exclusivity, right? Now what that means is we could potentially pitch a brand on the value our e-commerce business can provide them and how we can help them grow on Amazon, right? We could say, hey, we see that your brand's doing this, this, and this. We think and we see opportunity if we change a few things here, a few things there, we can really start to grow your sales revenue, so on and so forth. We can provide them value basically. And what we could then do is if we're providing them value, we go, hey, in exchange for the value we're providing for your business, we want to have exclusive access privileges of selling your brand on Amazon, right? We don't want the competition on the listings. They're tanking the prices, so on and so forth. We want to exclusively handle your brand on Amazon. So when you're going brand direct, you have the opportunity to potentially secure exclusivity for that brand. Next is going to be negotiating power, right? You can negotiate with all these different ways of doing wholesale, but the cool thing about going brand direct is you're more almost intimate with the people working at that brand. And what I mean by that is you can explain to them, hey, we're doing X, Y, and Z on Amazon, and in order for us to remain profitable and help your brand grow, we need the prices to be at this, right? If you can't get down to the prices on this, we're not going to be profitable in selling your brand on Amazon. So you can kind of go to them and explain more in detail about why you're asking for a discount on products and how the whole Amazon ecosystem works. Whereas if you're going to a distributor, they don't really care what your reason is for asking for a discount. They just care about selling you products. So when you're going brand direct, you can really explain the fees, the so on and so forth, and why you need a little bit extra margin on certain products. And a lot of times you can work out better deals than you can get anywhere else for that brand. So negotiating power is another benefit, right? Next is going to be you can offer more value to help grow together. Like I said, getting that brand exclusivity, right? When you're working directly with a brand, you can have them focusing on the brand and you're focusing on helping them grow their brand on Amazon. We're the Amazon experts, they are not. So if they've been doing it themselves, or if they just have a bunch of other sellers on the listing, so on and so forth, they got a couple decent little photos, they don't have brand registry, all the nice infographics, video, display ads, all that good stuff. If you know how to do that on Amazon, you can help them implement that into their brand on the Amazon marketplace and help them grow. So those are the 3 main benefits of going brand direct: the exclusivity, having that relationship directly with the brand so you can help them get what they need and they can help you with what you need, so on and so forth. The next way of doing wholesale is going to be reaching out to national distributors, right? Now distributors basically carry hundreds sometimes of different brands, tens of thousands of products in some cases. They're working with big stores like Walmart, Sprouts, Whole Foods, these big national retail chains a lot of distributors sell to them, right? So when we're going to reach out to distributors, some of the benefits of opening an account with them is they have large assortments of products, tons of different brands, tons of different products. So you have a large opportunity, a big pool of products that we can then dip our toes into and see what works for our business. The next thing is the ability to place large purchase orders, right? If you're just going to one brand and you get a brand direct deal with them, they might only have 5 products in their catalog. So it's kind of hard to place huge orders with brand directs unless they have a bunch of different ASINs on Amazon, right? With distributors, they have hundreds of different brands, tens of thousands of different products. So even if we only find 20 products that are good on that list and we order 150, 200 of each, we're still putting in a massive purchase order that we can then leverage to get additional discounts. Next is with distributors, it's a lot easier to test products, right? You can order just a 1 case pack as long as let's say you're testing 30 different products and you just want to order, let's say a case pack is 18 units for each one. You just order a case pack of each, you meet the minimum MOQ. Great, you can test those products on a very small scale. Whereas if you're going like brand direct, you kind of got to go a little bit more deep. You can't just reach out and offer all of your Amazon services to a brand and then go, hey, I just want to test your products and order 18 of each. It's kind of hard. It doesn't really work well if you're doing that. As distributors, you can really just dip your toes in a bunch of different products, test them, see which ones work out for your business and move on from there. So those are the benefits of working with distributors. Oftentimes they're bringing on new brands. They have line drives every now and then where you can get discounts. Well, they're running line drives pretty much all the time on different brands. A lot of times with distributors, you can open accounts with like 4 different distributors that offer these same exact brands, and you can basically catch the line drives. Basically, brands will run line drives with their distributors, which is just a sale essentially, and they'll be at different times. So distributor A will be having a sale one week, distributor B will be having it the next month, distributor C, so on and so forth. So you can kind of work off of different distributors selling the same products, get those products at a cheaper price. So those are the main benefits of working with distributors: large access to a wide variety of products, so on and so forth. The prices usually just depends on who you're working with, but you can negotiate quite well with them. Next is going to be wholesalers. Now wholesalers, there's kind of different ways that wholesalers work. Sometimes they're just buying from distributors, selling at a slight markup. Sometimes they're doing closeouts where they're working with brands that want to close out an old model of their items, and then they're getting them at a very large discount. So there's a bunch of ways wholesalers get products. Now, a lot of times with wholesalers, you can get access to hard to get products, discontinued products. So a wholesaler might get a truckload of a product that is just the old generation, the old model. Maybe it was a limited edition, but they had overstock of, or something like that, that they're not selling through regular distribution channels. So that's where wholesalers can present very great opportunities, is you get access sometimes to very hard to find products that just aren't at retail, so you don't have the retail arbitrage guys you're competing with. They're not at the main national distributors, but this wholesaler was able to acquire some of that harder to get products. So that's one benefit. The next benefit is large discount opportunities, guys. A lot of times when these wholesalers get like a truckload of the same product, right? If that product's hard to get, it has a great sales rank, and there's still a lot of demand, if you have the means to buy out that whole truckload of that product, which I've done before, you can negotiate big discounts. Because what makes more sense for a wholesaler? They're already working on kind of slim margins, right? But their whole business model is moving bulk, moving volume. So if I come to them and say, hey, give me an extra 10% off of that product and I'll take the whole truckload, versus them having to sell to 30 different other guys, split up the shipments, create new shipments, send here, send there, different shipment trucks coming in, all that stuff, where I could just say, hey, I want it all. Can you give it to me for this price if I take it all? You can kind of get those deals working with wholesalers. And the last thing with wholesalers is I like working with wholesalers that get closeout deals. So there's a lot of wholesalers. They're kind of hard to find, honestly. They're kind of, I don't know, there's like a whole industry of like closeout wholesalers. They work with brands directly and just do closeouts. They work with retailers. They work with distributors, so on and so forth. But they get closeouts at such a deep discount that if you buy a closeout product from a wholesaler, it's usually at such a great price compared to like distributor prices, right? Distributors typically offer their products at about 55-ish% of retail value, sometimes 60%, sometimes as low as 50%. But the problem with that is, let's say a product retails for 20 bucks, you might be getting it for $10.50, right, from the distributor, which that would be great, because let's say that product had $7.50 in fees, you're getting it for $10.50, you're still making $2 on that product. Not the best, but you're still profitable. The problem is with Amazon, a lot of times a majority of the products are not selling for the full retail price that you're going to find at distributors. So that's why it's really hard when you get accounts with distributors. You have to go through 100,000 products and you might only find 30 of them that work for your business, because you're getting that discount off of the MSRP, but most of the products aren't selling for that MSRP. So a lot of the products don't work from distributors. I'm not saying that there are opportunities, I'm just explaining the distributor model, right? With wholesalers, a lot of times they're getting it for pennies on the dollar when it comes to closeouts. So you're getting products sometimes for 35, 45% of retail value. And especially if you're working with higher end, higher ticket price products like electronics, which I buy some closeouts of as well. If you have a product selling for 200 bucks on Amazon, you're getting it for 95. There's a lot of room there for profit margins. So that's why I choose, majority of my wholesale business is working with wholesalers. I've done the distributor route. It does work. It's just you have to move crazy volume at very low margins. I like working with wholesalers that get one-off deals. I purchase those deals and sell them on Amazon. But again, everyone has a different business model, so do whatever works for you and test all of these out. But just wanted to break down the 3 different kind of avenues of wholesale, because when people say they're doing wholesale, it could mean a variety of different things. These are almost like 3 separate different business models within wholesale. So pick which ones you want to do and then develop a strategy around how you're going to accomplish that. But that's going to wrap it up for this video, guys. If you want to grow, scale, and just start your very own Amazon business, consider checking out the Arbitrage University, link down in the description. If you're new to the channel and you like learning about selling on Amazon, I post a ton of free content here on my YouTube channel, so definitely consider subscribing. But that's going to wrap it up for this one. I'll see you guys on the next video.